Good evening, folks. Shreya this side. It is rather a very good day to be a doctor because via this challenge, I'm getting the opportunity to advocate for public health. So, my topic of choice today is food. I'm keeping it very simple, very basic, and I'm a big foodie. I'm hoping you guys are too. So, let us understand what exactly is our food composed of. So it's basically two things: micronutrients and macronutrients. I'm pretty sure you have heard of protein, fats, and carbs everywhere. So, what these three things are essentially macronutrients. Vitamins and minerals are micronutrients. So, this is whatever the dish you take. This is what any food is composed of. So, when you put these food in your mouth, it passes through your esophagus and then stomach. I'm pretty sure everybody has known of the organ stomach, intestine, and then it's excreted out. And all of these nutrients are very essential and crucial to get you going throughout the day. And why? Okay, so you understand about the food, right? So why exactly am I? What exactly am I trying to make a point here? So what if I tell you that whatever you eat can directly impact your mood? How is this possible? How is this possible? That's possible because of something called as gut brain axis. So your gut and your brain are directly connected via hormones, via something called a vagus nerve, via the nervous system. So because these are interconnected, what you eat is literally what your mood is like on that day. And if you eat the whole real foods for long enough, then your mood and your metabolism is fully tightly regulated. So I'm saying that in the era of mental health issues, something which is in your control and that you can eat the right kind of foods in your system, you can put the right kind of foods in your system. Just by doing so, you are a little bit more joyous throughout the day, you're happy throughout the day. So if you can do that, why shouldn't you, right? And to do this, I want to also a little bit introduce the concept of fibers, because fibers are a cheat code to diet. Fibers are essentially carbs itself, a type of carb, but they are non-digestible. And if you ask me, fibers are way more important than protein itself. Gym goers, gym bros, you've all heard them, protein, protein, protein. Sure, protein are important. So are the other four nutrients, which are equally important. But fiber, nobody talks about fiber. So with every meal, you should include some or the other type of fiber. And fiber is very broad term. So if you ask me, Shreya, tell me fiber rich foods. I've made a list actually. So your fiber rich foods are oats, beans, chia seeds, apple, guava, and something called psyllium husk. Psyllium husk, you can you just have to mix 1 tablespoon of psyllium husk and drink. You have 5 grams of fiber. So you find it easily on the Amazon. So you can order that for yourself. It's pretty cheap as well. And something called shirataki noodles. It's very underrated. Those translucent noodles you see in those Japanese, K dramas, Japanese shows. Those are shirataki noodles and they are super fibers. So you can have, these the above food in your diet so that for one, your mood is fully regulated. You're not as depressed, you're not as agitated, you're not as irritable, and then that gives a way to you being more productive, you being motivated to complete your daily tasks. And the fun fact about all of this is that this is entirely in your control. So you can afford to include the foods that I listed in your diet as well and bring a change in your own lifestyle. And okay, so I said you have to include fibers. How do you know that you are having adequate fibers, right? And you're saying to me that I don't want to keep measuring how many grams of fiber I've ate daily, and this is very weird. And It's very interesting at the same time, but the way you assess for adequate fiber is through your farts. So if your farts are odorless, they can be loud, but if they're odorless, absolutely, then you're on the right track. You're having adequate fiber in your day. But if your farts are a problem to others, if your farts are smelly, then it means that you're not having enough fiber. Like, fiber fermentation in your gut is not taking place. It has shifted to protein fermentation, and fermentation of protein leads to those gases which are responsible for the odor. So that's a very simple way for you to assess also ki, if you're having enough fiber throughout your day. And I believe this is the beauty of medicine, that it integrates some of the very complex topics to day to day habits. And you can assess this for yourself, you can advocate this for yourself. And that way, you're keeping yourself sane also in a way by eating good food, nourishing your body. This is my 2 cents on food and how you should all be eating good, nutritious food. If one thing you have to take from this video is that from today itself, to like soak chia seeds today night, and from tomorrow, the first thing you're putting in your system is soaked chia seeds. So let this be one takeaway you're taking from this video. Thank you so much. This is my time.